Hi guys, how are you? My name is David Salamanca, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about how to know if you're buying the right luxury watch for yourself. Before we dive deep into the video, I wanted to ask everybody that if you like this content, smash that like button. It really helps tremendously. I want to grow this YouTube channel and I can't do it without you guys. So any questions or concerns, please put them down below in the comment box. And with that, we could dive deep into the video. The key questions you should ask yourself when and before going to purchase your luxury watch. Now, as a collector, not knowing much about the luxury watch business or watches themselves, maybe you saw a friend that has a beautiful watch, or you see them online, or you see a football player wearing this kind of watch. You don't know where to go, what to do, what to ask. All you know is there's some good malls that you can go to. A few dealers, they have a couple watches in their showcase, and maybe you can buy them there. However, it's very important to know watch history and the history of the brand. Again, when you're dealing with brands like Patek Philippe, Rolex, or let's say Vacheron, whatever the brand might be, they have an extensive history. That's what makes them the kind of brand that they are. Especially Rolex or Patek Philippe. So it's a key thing for you to go online and do a little bit of research, simply because an educated purchase is a better purchase than just an impulsive purchase because you saw it on somebody's wrist, or that's how you end up returning a watch, not liking the watch, getting into a big fight with your wife over spending so much money on a watch you don't wear. So guys, when it comes to buying your watch, before you do so, do a little bit of research. It's going to help you tremendously in the end. Okay, number two, understand the watch that you're purchasing. Now, you did research on the brand, do research on the specific watch. This is important. You want to understand what size is the watch. You want to understand the production years. Maybe they only made it in 2002, 2003, and now it's discontinued. So before you go out and try to buy the watch brand new and come to find out you've spent all this time looking for the watch, they don't make it anymore, now you know. So it's important to know these little things before going into the watch buying process, simply because, again, I'll go back to step number one. An educated buyer is the best buyer, the right buyer. I want to deal with educated buyers. I can teach you a lot of things, but when you're an educated buyer, it just makes it easier on you, makes it easier on me, and we can form trust this way, rather than some guy just trying to sell you a story because they want to sell you a watch. So, one, understand the brand, do a little bit of research on the brand. Number two, do research on the watch itself. That's when I go into number three. Is the watch available new, or is the watch available used? So again, this depends on the specific watch, but if you're buying a watch that's still in production and relatively new, we say Rolex, for example, if you want to buy yourself a new Datejust 41mm blue dial, and you see them online everywhere, then you go to your authorized dealer and you see the watch in their boutique or their store, what are you going to do? That's a question, right? So I think the best way to answer that is, what's more valuable to you? Do you want the white glove experience, or do you want the great deal? Or it really depends on your circumstance. Are you trading a watch? Because again, a lot of people don't know this, but when you're trading a watch, a lot of the boutiques, or like let's say a Mayors, for example, or dealers, they don't accept trades. Maybe they have a guy that they call that's in the pre-owned watch business, and they take the trade and they just rather sell you the watch. But ultimately, you want to understand, if you're trading, maybe online is the best way to go for you, because they know more about the pre-owned watch business. They deal with different brands. If you want to trade a Corum towards your new Rolex, you're not going to be able to walk into a Rolex authorized dealer and trade your Corum. So maybe pre-owned is the only way and the best way to buy. Maybe if you don't have a trade and you want to buy the watch new because you want to make sure that you're the only guy that's ever worn that watch, and your name is on the warranty card, and you know that you see them take the plastics and the stickers off, and that's what makes you tick, then ultimately at the end of the day, that's what you need to do. You need to go buy the watch new. Now, everybody needs to understand that. Don't think of a watch as an investment. Again, I hear many stories of people saying they're buying a bunch of Rolex and Patek Philippe's and Richard Milles as an investment because, they're just going up and up and up. Ultimately, buy what you love. That's what this is about, how to know if you're buying the right watch. So if you buy the watch from an authorized dealer, just make sure that you're probably paying retail plus tax. Maybe pre-owned. If you're trading, you might get a better deal, but again, you might not get a 5-10 year warranty. You might not get the white glove service. If you want to speak to somebody in, let's say, Los Angeles, and you're in Miami and you're okay doing that kind of deal, then good. Or if you prefer walking into your Miami store, your Miami boutique, and doing that instead because you want to see who you're dealing with, who you're doing business with, then that's key. That's imperative. Do what makes you happy. That's important. So now you understand, you want to do research on the brand, research on the watch itself. You want to understand if you want to buy new or if you want to buy used, and this is circumstantial depending on your own circumstances. If you want to trade watches, if you don't have the time to walk into a boutique and you can do everything online, that's great. If not, just walk into your store and just walk right back out. I've had that kind of day where I just want to buy myself something, and I want to buy myself a Rolex, and I walk into the boutique and I buy it. Or I want to get a really good deal on a presidential. I go online and maybe I find myself a great deal, and I do that. So that's important. Key point, which is availability. So you want to find out what kind of availability is there on a watch like this. If you're looking to purchase a Rolex Daytona ceramic, then you most likely know that you're not going to be able to walk into an authorized dealer and buy the watch brand new. It just doesn't happen for guys like us. So with that being said, what are you going to do? You're probably going to go online, or maybe, again, and this is a topic for another video with all the relationships. Relationships are key. So if you have a good relationship with a dealer, online dealer, or maybe a local dealer that perfect. You know the availability, you can buy the watch. You want to understand if it's a limited edition, maybe they only made 2,000 pieces, maybe they're boutique pieces only, so you're going to be paying a premium depending on the brand. If you're trying to purchase a 2,000 limited edition piece from Corum, it's different than buying a 2,000 piece limited edition, let's just say Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet. You're going to be paying more. It's a different price point, and as long as you understand that, that's an educated purchase. So with that, the last key point is ultimately, does it fit you? You being the consumer. Are you a businessman and you like wearing watches on straps just because you don't want any of your clients to see you with a big gold watch on? Or are you a diver? Are you a sports guy? Whatever profession you're in, I'm sure that you're going to want to wear your watch on a daily basis. Is it a daily watch? Are you going to be able to wear a yellow gold Submariner, blue dial every day to the office? And you're going to be okay with it, your employees are going to be okay with it, or you're going to be okay with what people think about you wearing that watch? Ultimately, that's the most important one, and I left it for last because it has to fit you, your personality, and what you do. Again, this is about your first watch. If you have 15, 20 watches in your collection and you want to explore and be different and try different things, by all means, buy whatever you want. But if it's your first watch and you know that you wear 40 millimeter Rolexes, or you know that that's your size, about a 40 millimeter, and you're looking at a 44 millimeter Royal Oak offshore, you're probably not making the best purchase for your first watch. So ultimately, guys, like I said, research the brand, research the watch, know whether you want to buy new or used, check on availability. quality. And last but not least, make sure that it fits you, who you are as a person, because again, a luxury watch is a huge statement. When somebody walks in the room with a Rolex, I think that guy's a successful guy. Now it's getting kind of rainy and cloudy over here, so guys, smash that like button. Let's keep it going, and until next time, bye bye.